Oh, look at this right now, guys. Another one of David's high school friends has entered the building. Mr. Alex Newman. Come on in, Alex. Why don't you say hello? This is the guy that's known David the longest.
No.
Longest? Actually, Mike knew him before me, but then I kind of stole him.
Oh, yeah, that's like a big
All
fight.
credit to Michael.
So when we were kids,
Yeah.
we would be on the bikes. We'd be called the biker gang.
Sure.
And we were like friends with Mike, like semi-friends with Mike. We weren't like super, super close. And then one day Mike brought over Alex, and then we all hung out.
Sure.
And then we started hanging out with Alex more, and then we hang out with Mike more. And then one day, we were like 12, 13 years old, and Mike goes, "You know what? I brought you into this group. I brought you into this group." And it was like a big fight. It was a big fight between Alex and Mike about like who knew who first, who's part of the biker gang. So Mike's still not over that. So every time we're with Mike and Alex, we have to make sure everybody knows Mike was our friend first, and then Alex.
You have the best hometown friends.
Yeah, they're good.
I mean, you really, really lucked out. But these guys are the best. Like, remember when I lost my camera at the Cubs game?
Yeah.
And they went and found it for me?
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
you don't
the
remember
best.
that? And they ran it out to me. I left.
Alex is like looking around like, who did that? That wasn't me.
Yeah, it was you. Oh no, it was well, Nick found it, and then you guys
Oh yeah, it was
brought it to me. Yeah, you were there.
Alex was there.
That was pretty nice. What's it like, having someone from high school be so successful like David that you knew back when?
It's really cool because you know how he always talks about like he was always curious growing up like how much money YouTubers make, and now like he knows, and now I know.
That's why. Well, it's just that's all we talked about, and we never knew, and now we know, and it's just a big relief to know that yes, YouTubers get paid well.
Well, he doesn't.
And people can ask me, and I can say yes for sure. They are well paid because David has 2 cars.
I just had to confirm that YouTubers do make some amount of money because I didn't think they did. I thought it was all.
It's not the fucking Mercedes he bought you. It's just knowing that fact.
No, I know that the Mercedes wasn't legit. It's gonna get taken away any day now.
Yesterday, Mike asked me, and we were talking about like a brand deal, and he goes, "Is it rude to ask how much you got paid for that?"
Yeah.
I just thought it was really funny for him to say that because it's not rude to ask. I don't know.
It's not?
No, not with these guys. I don't care.
Actually, David's the only person I know that will tell anyone how much money he makes, and then if I make something, he'll ask me right away, and that was really foreign to me.
You can walk up to me on the stream like, "How much money did you make?" I'm like, "I made this much." I don't see why that's like a fucking thing that you got to keep a secret.
I guess it's not.
Like from when I had a job at a retirement home, or when I was like a tennis coach at tennis camp, like that was all I talked about with people. Was like, how much? Oh, you're making 35 more cents than me. Like it was just like interesting.
I told people once, some friends once, how much I was making, and things changed after that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, okay. Yes, you have to be.
They were jealous, or they.
Oh, you can't go. Yeah. I mean, you have to pick your fights, I guess, with who you're telling. Like I
makes sense.
I tell these guys,
right,
because I know them, and yeah.
Yeah, you're great. You guys aren't jealous or anything of David. You're just happy for him.
Oh, we're jealous. We're jealous. But we see some of the wealth. So.
Yeah, they should open a Vine account. I mean, no, but seriously, David's done very well, and you went to high school with him, and now you get to, you're seeing him now. What do you think of all this?
I mean, it's always like been really cool seeing. It's like every week.
Come on, you don't have to be like that.
He'll text
I'm very happy for him.
He'll like text us.
Inside, Alex was just fuming. Alex hooked up with somebody that watched my videos the other day. I mean, which isn't like a big deal, but I think, what did you do?
This girl, if you're listening, she paid for a hotel for us to hook up in.
Oh, okay. I thought there was more to
because
the story.
You knew David.
Yeah,
I had
pretty much.
Jay. I had a friend call me the other day, and he was like, "I just hooked up with this girl, and when I woke up to your face on the back of her shirt. Like I woke up to your face staring at me. She was wearing my merch, and it was the merch with the crown." And he texted me right away. He's like, "Dude, I've never been so fucking terrified in my life." It's really funny.
Somebody went up to Charlie at the mall, and she had a clickbait shirt on, and it's just like a little boy, and she's like, "Is that clickbait merch?" And she goes, "Yeah," and he goes, "Wow, you are so lucky."
Really?
Yeah.
Were you there?
No. And she's like, and I wanted to say, I know David Dobrik, but I didn't. And I was like, it would have been okay if you said that. If you said, my dad works with him. She's like, yeah, I know, but I didn't want to.
What about you, Mike? What do you have to add? What do you think about all this? This is Mike, hometown friend. Go.
I did bring Alex in to this group, and he did get college paid for. So Christmas is right around the corner.
That's true. You never know.
I'm waiting every day. I look out my window.
What do you want? What do you want for Christmas, Mike?
David Dobrik clickbait shirt, 40% off. Swipe up.
Mike's like, David, a pair of socks, a Ferrari. Well, I'm so curious. Why don't you guys move out to LA?
It's a big step, man. I don't know. And Chicago's the best. The suburbs are.
You live in the suburbs. You've been to the only time you go to Chicago is when I go to Chicago, which is like
more or less
once every month. What's the actual reason? Why don't you just go to a warm place? You literally were telling me that you hate your job and you work at a cubicle, like in a cubicle.
Yeah, I do hate my job and work in a cubicle, but I don't know.
Well, what do you think of all this? You think it's bullshit?
Your job?
Yeah.
No, because I reap the benefits of it. So.
Yeah. Mike always says like I'm always bummed when they have work, and he goes, well, not everyone fucking has fairy tale hours.
It's crazy. It's just, hey, Mike, it's 12 o'clock. What do you want to do? You want to come out and do something? It's like, no, Dave, I am in a meeting at 12 to 12:30, and then I have a meeting from 1 to 1:30. So no.
Oh, boy. But to be fair, I've seen Mike take meetings, and it's all Skype meetings, and he fucking has everybody on mute, and he's fucking rubbing his cock.
Well, my favorite is, hello, this is Michael from blah, 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 and then I go right to mute. So.
That was always my goal, man, not to have a job. Oh, God. When I had real jobs and I had to be somewhere at 10 or 9:30,
yeah,
couldn't do it. Even when I had a job as like a writer on a TV show and I had to be there at like 9:30 till like 8 at night.
It's a whole different thing working for somebody. It's like, it really is like just completely, it's completely different.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I worked really hard to like become like a writer, like I would send scripts for years and like apply to be writers on TV shows. And finally I got it. And one day I was hired and I was like, oh, I fucking hate this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And people kept congratulating me like, oh, you're a writer on Crash and Bernstein. Good job. And I'd be like, oh. It was like a kid's show.
It's like 70s shit,
70s shit?
Yeah. Did you see, I watched something from Kevin O'Leary, he's like a millionaire, billionaire now. I don't know. A lot of money. But he was talking about how when he was like very young in his teens, he worked at an ice cream shop or something. Mm-hmm. And someone dropped ice cream on the floor or something. And then the manager there was like, clean this up right now. Mm-hmm. And he just walked out, and he was like, "I'm never working for anybody again."
Really?
I never worked for anybody again. And
wow,
became an entrepreneur.
Sick.
That's how it is. It's so sick.